Tahoe. Did I tell you guys that? I'm going to Tahoe. Hello. Oh, I don't know if I like this angle. It's a little shaky, but once we start moving, it'll probably get worse, so we're just gonna deal with that. Finally, on the freaking road. I've been trying to get myself together all morning. It is, what time is it? Phone's upside down. It's 11:08. I was supposed to leave, well, I originally said I was gonna leave at noon because I was gonna go to spin class, and guess what? I didn't go to spin class. So what are we gonna do? Not a goddamn thing. I didn't tell you guys where I'm going. I'm going to Lake Tahoe with my family. They're already up there. I'm meeting them there. Shit. So it looks like we've got an hour and 40-minute drive. I'm not gonna be talking to you guys for an hour and 40 minutes. I know, I'm sorry. But I did want to just sit down and do a little vloggy, a little car vlog, a little drive with me. I already got my Starbucks. I know that's like most people's favorite things when it comes to drive with me's is watching them get their Starbucks. But I got a, what did I get? A venti iced guava white tea lemonade. It's bomb as fuck. I'm a little worried that they're gonna phase it out because y'all know how they did me dirty with that black tea, that mango black tea. I'm still bitter about that Starbucks. That is what started my Starbucks addiction, you guys, is Starbucks used to have this mango black tea lemonade and I was obsessed with it. I used to get it every day on my way to class because I had a summer class that was in the middle of the day, which is wild to me because now I know that I would never be able to make it to a middle of the day college class or anything in the middle of the day. Actually, I'd be like, yeah, actually, I'm not gonna make it, bro, sorry. Anyway, mango black tea lemonade, they freaking phased it out and replaced it with these like bullshit freaking juice teas. They're like a pineapple juice and it doesn't even taste like pineapple, it tastes like garbage. I don't know. Anyway, I went to a Starbucks and they didn't have it for like days. Like they were out of the guava white tea lemonade 4 days and I was devastated. So there's my little rant on Starbucks right now. I can't. If they get rid of it, I'm boycotting Starbucks. Just kidding. Someone posted on their Instagram story how like when you're having a good morning and like you look good and like you feel good, you'll go to Dutch Bros, which Dutch Bros, if you don't know what Dutch Bros is, the employees are all very like outgoing and nice, and there's this meme and it says like, it's like Dutch Bros employee like good morning, and the person is all, first of all, get out of my car, because they're just very like in your face. So when you don't feel like dealing with people, you go to Starbucks because the Starbucks employees are rude as shit, you know? I used to be friends with one of those Starbucks employees. Now I'm looking back at it, he was definitely trying to get at me. I didn't realize that. I have a problem of not realizing that people, or men specifically, are hitting on me, and women too, because there have been a few instances where I realized that this girl, like these ladies are hitting on me and I'm just being nice. I'm just very naive, you guys, okay? So my car is just filled with stuff. I haven't had like a minute to breathe for the past while. For the past like 3 weeks, I'd say at least. This is not done all the way, I can already tell. I'm so cute. So for the past few weeks, everything in my life has been very demanding. And all I want to do is sleep, which is not good. But that's why I am having a hard time like finding time to film. Because literally I'm so fucking exhausted all the time. All I want to do when I get home from my 9 to 5 job I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to go to the store. Interesting story about that. I'll tell you about that in a second. I didn't have to go to the store, but I went to the store. I didn't have anything to do, and it just felt so good not to like have any obligations with anyone. And I don't want anyone to take offense to that, because obviously I love and appreciate every single person that is in my life. And I love that they invite me to do things, and that I have friends and am social and stuff like that. But like literally I went home, the first thing I did was like took off my pants, because I do not fuck with pants, and slept for 3.5 hours. I got home at 6, so I woke up at 9:30, and I was like, well shit, what do we do? I ended up making pasta, and the pasta's in the car with me right now. And that was a fucking adventure. I should have vlogged that. Here's what happened with the pasta. So, maybe I should just turn on the cruise control. There we go. We're cruising at 79. Hold on to your panties, guys. So, here's what happened. I was going to make this this pasta, and it's like kind of expensive to make because there's a bunch of cheese in it, and cheese is expensive. But I didn't end up making it just for, I don't know, I just didn't end up making it, and I was scared the cheese was going to expire, and I was leaving for 3 days. I'm like, I'm going to be pissed if I spent all this money on cheese and then it expires. So I was going to make it and bring it up to the cabin that we're staying at for my family, so we could have it like for lunch or for dinner or whatever. And I thought I bought mozzarella, but I couldn't find the mozzarella. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I wouldn't make this pasta without, like, I wouldn't buy the ingredients for this pasta without mozzarella, because that's like a key component to this pasta. And basically the pasta, it's the Olive Garden copycat recipe. It's on my channel. It has like, it's fairly popular if you compare it to the other videos on my channel. Basically it's like a red sauce and an Alfredo sauce mix, and then you like bake it and you put cheese on top. It's delicious. Super top-notch pasta. And so I made the Alfredo sauce, and when it was time to make like the other stuff, I was like going through the ingredients, couldn't find the mozzarella. I'm like, fuck. It's 11:30 at night. I'm already elbow deep in Alfredo sauce. Okay, like I can't turn back now. I'm committed to this pasta. So I go to the store, hair mess. I had to put pants on. Just kidding, I was wearing pants. No bra, just really looking not good. At 11:30 at night, buy the mozzarella, get to my apartment, and I realized something bad had happened. When I left my apartment, I turned the burners off, obviously, because I was boiling water to make the noodles, but I was like, you know what, I'll just make the noodles when I get back. So I turned the noodle thing off, and then I turned the Alfredo sauce burner off. Except for, instead of turning it off, I turned it slightly past off, which means it was on like ultra high for 20 minutes. And I came back to my apartment smelling like milk, and it was just like charred. Like the Alfredo sauce had solidified. It was black. It was awful. So then I was pissed off. Luckily I had all the ingredients to make another Alfredo sauce. Otherwise I would have surrendered. I would have not been okay. You all know how dramatic I can be. If my Alfredo, like if I couldn't make this pasta after I'd already gone to the store for the fucking mozzarella, I would have been done. I would have died. But I had all the ingredients that I needed, which was fabulous, to make the Alfredo sauce. So I was like, this is fine. This is a minor setback. Fortunately, the only thing that was ruined was the Alfredo sauce. I didn't set my apartment on fire, which could have happened. melted. Everything was fine. Like, we were all fine, we were good, we were gravy. And I proceeded to make the pasta. I'm going really fast. Let me slow down. Proceeded to make the pasta, and at the end of making the pasta, I realized that I had already taken the mozzarella out and put it on the counter. So I didn't have to go to the store at all. There was no need, because I already had mozzarella in my house. So I went to the store, almost caught my house on fire and ruined the Alfredo for nothing. But it's fine. Lesson learned. Be a little more diligent, be a little more observant when turning off your stove and when counting or calculating your ingredients. I swear I couldn't find the mozzarella. Whatever. It's fine. We moved past it. I ended up making a fuck ton of pasta. I had a 13 by 9 pan. I made like a little pan for me to eat last night. And then I had extra sauce after that. So I was able to make and freeze another like little pan. Which is great. I think that's worth it. I was a little frustrated. I didn't get done till 1 a.m. My kitchen is a mess right now. But it's fine. There's a car behind me. Hold on. I must merge. Now we good. We good? Okay. So. Now this motherfucker wants to pass me. I'll let you. So, you guys know that I have a second job. I don't know if I told you why I got the second job. Probably not, because it's embarrassing. But, so I've had this one credit card for 5 years. And my parents are like, don't get credit cards, don't get credit cards, don't get credit cards. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm going to do whatever I want. So I got a credit card. And it has had a balance on it for 5 years. Like, I have just, not that I couldn't pay it off, I just didn't make it a priority. Like, I would have rather bought other things and just pay off this credit card. So then I was like, okay, well, I sat down in December and I was like, I'm kind of in a mess right now. Like, I need to get my shit together. I'm paying it off. It'll be paid off by the end of this month. It has about, I think there's like less than $200 on it right now. And that's what I'm using the money from my second job for, is just like paying shit off. Like student loans, my car, credit cards, like it's all gonna be paid off. Like I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, so that's really exciting. It's just like that small goal, even though like I still have more things to pay off. It's like, okay, that's one thing that's paid off. I don't have to worry about it. And then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. The only thing is I'm a very impatient person. Like I like instant gratification. I like when I want something, like I want it now. I don't like to wait for things. That's why I think like saving money is really hard for me, because I'm a very impulsive person. And I'm not saying that like my circumstances are harder than other people's circumstances. I'm just saying that other people have a little more self-control than I do. So with that being said, I've done really good. I haven't been overspending, which is fabulous, because I have a problem with overspending. I've really been making it an effort, and I can say that I'm proud of myself for my accomplishment. So this credit card has had a balance for 5 years. It'll be exactly 5 years this month. I don't remember like when exactly I got it, but this car being paid off. I bought my car in 2014, and it's technically not supposed to be paid off until like September, like later in the year. I can have it paid off. It's for sure gonna be paid off by like May or June. If I make it a priority, I can have it paid off in April, probably, and that's gonna be so nice. I don't know if I talked to you guys. I was looking for a new car for a little bit. I wanted, well, let me go through the progression of what I wanted. So first I wanted a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and that was when I worked in construction, because I would need like kind of an off-road vehicle if I worked in construction. And then I wanted a Range Rover Evoque, which those are like the smaller Range Rovers, which are expensive as hell if you're gonna like lease a new one. I think it's like $600 to $700 a month, which is insane. I still want it. That's still one of my goals, but I probably won't have that until, like, my goal is to be driving a Range by the time I'm 30. And I know all these like 20-year-olds are on YouTube like driving Range Rovers, but in the real world that does not happen. So my goal by the time I'm 30, have a Range. So I kind of put that like on the back burner, obviously. So after I like put that dream in a box, I wanted a Mazda CX-5, and I'm like, yes, that is such a cute car. And the reason, I'm just like over my car, you guys. There's no radio, like the radio stopped working. I don't know what happened. There's a dent in the side from when someone hit me. I don't know what happened. There's a scratch on it from a hit and run. There's just so much that has happened to this car, and I'm just like, I was over it. And at that point in time, I was kind of just like purging everything. I'm like, I need everything to be new and different. Like I don't want any of this. But with my apartment, I can't really afford a brand new car. I decided that I'm going to keep my car for at least a year after it's paid off, so that way I won't have a car payment for at least a year. I can save up, put a huge down payment, like it's gonna be good. And I'm really looking forward to not having a car payment. Like I haven't not had a car payment since 2014. And that was, I bought my car when I was working in retail. Now obviously I have a salary job and a restaurant job. And there was a point in time where if I made it a priority, I could have had everything paid off and I wouldn't be in the situation that I'm in now. I just didn't think about it, honestly. I did not think about paying off my car. It just wasn't on my mind. But here's the thing. I'm 26. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. Like, if I'm gonna fuck up my life, like right now is the time to do it, because I don't have responsibility or like devotion to anyone else really. Like really, when I mess up, it's only affecting me, and doing it now while I'm young and getting all these mistakes now is the best thing to do.